Hi, Normicia's class. I am her older cousin. My name is Shanteria Mookie Elmore. I am 33 years old. I am from Miami, Florida, born and raised in the county of Dade. I have two children. They are 11 years old. They're twin boys, fraternal twins. They don't look shit alike. Sometimes I don't even think they my kids, but they are mine. We have the same DNA, so I guess they're mine. That's what the hospital said. And I'm here to do this lovely interview with her for this project. So let's do it.
Okay, we're gonna begin by asking you, how was life before the twins?
My life before the twins. So before the twins came into my life, I was just hot in the ass. When they say Papa was a Rolling Stone, Mama was a Rolling Stone. I just was like over here, over there, everywhere. I was jumping from job to job. I worked from Chuck E. Cheese. Then I got fired from Chuck E. Cheese and went to Lowe's. Then I got fired from Lowe's and went to Albertsons. I left Albertsons and went to Target. Left Target and went to Walmart. I was just all over the place.
Okay, how did you meet the father of the twins?
We really had to ask this question. Because sometimes I really want to forget about the dumb fuck. But since it's your interview, I'm going to answer it. So, as a matter of fact, you the reason why I met this person. Because, like I said, I was hot in the ass. So I used to always dress Normisha up a little like me. And I used to go walk up the block. And he just happened to be over across the street with them other boys rolling dice. And my little hot ass walking up the street, twitching. And he was like, yo, come here. And I had to just turn around and say, no, you come here. And then it just went from there. He asked me for my phone number. Let me tell y'all, I'll never forget this. He asked me for my phone number. So that night, we talking on the phone. He was like, come to my house and let's watch a movie. So I'm like, all right. I had to take me a shower and I put on my smell goods. I get to his house, I kid y'all not. His TV wasn't no bigger than this phone. What movie is we finna watch on this little square TV? And it had the big back. I promise you. So I already knew what time it was, so that's the way that cookie crumbled.
What was your reaction when you found out you was having twins, or even when you was pregnant?
Oh Lord, so after that night we had did it, I knew I was pregnant because it was just so different. So because in my head I already knew I was pregnant, I had went to the abortion clinic like a week later. So I get in the abortion clinic, she was like, when was your last period? So when I told her, she was like, so how you know you pregnant? I was like, ma'am, I just know I'm pregnant, like, cause it was so different. So she made me do a pregnancy test, and she was like, okay, you're pregnant, but that's crazy that you knew so early. So because you're not even 4 weeks, you have to come back. So I'm like, all right. So in about 2 or 3 more weeks, I came back. I was throwing up between this time, like I just wanted this baby up out of me at this point. So when I went back to the abortion clinic, she did the sonogram. And she was like, it was a Spanish lady, I'll never forget. She was doing the sonogram and she was like looking in the screen, then looking at me, then looking at the screen. And I'm like, okay, whatever. This is my first time doing this, so I really didn't know what was what, so whatever. So then her mouth finally dropped open when she looked back at the screen. She was like, so I lift my head up and I'm like, what? And she was like, mommy, do twins run in your family? I said, bitch, I don't know. So when she pointed at the screen, it was 2 circles. And I just bust out crying. I'm like, Lord, I can't do this to 2 of them. Now, one of them, I probably could have, you know, you could have forgave me, but I know to him, you gonna be like, bitch, you cannot come through these gates of heaven. You done killed 2 children. So I was like, all right. Mommy, I know y'all ain't gonna refund me my $250, so just keep it. I'm gonna keep these 2 children that I have growing inside of me. I'm not gonna do this. I can't do this. So I cried. I called their daddy because he was coming to pick me up. And I called, I was like, I'm ready, you could come. I ain't tell him that I ain't do the abortion yet. So he got there, I got in the car, he was like, damn, that was quick. I was like, yup. So I was like, guess what? He was like, what? I said, you having twins, bro? So he was like, you lie. I was like, nah. So he was like, you ain't getting no abortion? I'm like, nope. So he was like, damn, you really pregnant with twins? And I'm like, yeah. So he was like, shit, all right, then we boyfriend and girlfriend. I was like, all right, cool. And that's how we even got together. We wasn't even together. We got together when I found out I ain't doing no abortion no more. But the crazy thing about it is, so boom, once I found out I'm having twins, we together, we done moved in. You know, we be in this family, and then like 2 months later, I went to the doctor because I was bleeding. So I'm thinking, damn, one of the kids coming out. So I get to the hospital, come to find out I was pregnant with triplets. And that was the 3rd one coming out. So I don't know what God was trying to do to me, but it worked.
Okay, the next question is going to be, how did you feel when you was having the twin babies?
Oh, so the night that I had these kids, it was March 20th, 2008. It was early morning. I'm talking like 3 o'clock in the morning. One of them were born 3:14 a.m. and the other one was born 3:18. So 3:14 and 3:18. They're 4 minutes apart. So, and you know what helped me have them? Because one of my water bags had ruptured 2 weeks prior before I gave birth, right? So they had me in the hospital from 2 weeks ago to the night I had these kids because I was considered high risk. So what made me go into labor is, I'll never forget this. I was on the phone with your mama. So she was like, Mookie, when you feel the contractions, just push. And I'm like, okay. She said, I guarantee you, every time you feel the contractions and you push, you're going to have them kids tonight. So I'm like, all right, cool. Man, I felt the contraction, I push. Felt the contraction, I push. I felt the contraction and I pushed. So I went to go use the bathroom, I saw blood. So I'm like, oh shit, this shit really works. So I called the nurse. I'm like, ma'am, I'm bleeding. So the doctor came in. The doctor stuck his hands in me and she was like, oh yeah, she's going down. She's going down. So now my heart beating fast, like, oh shit, I'm really finna have kids. Like, I'm finna be a mama. So then, boom, I get to the delivery room. I was actually in the operating room. I was not in the delivery room because one baby head was down, the other one was up. So the nurse was like, when I started to push, if the baby head who was up don't turn around, I'm gonna have to do the pushing and the C-section. So I'm like, all right, cool, whatever, just hurry up. So because I was in the operating room, the doctor was like, I only can have one person in here. I was not finna choose their daddy because I just knew we weren't finna be together for a long time. So I told my mama to come in the room. So boom, the baby that head was down, which was Zamad, she came out first. So I'm like, okay, boom. So now the epidural starting to wear off. I'm feeling all my pain. So the doctor was like, so the nurse was like, the other one head still up, so we gonna have to cut her. The doctor was like, nope, I'm finna take my hand and go in her and turn that baby around. He actually took his hands and went upside my little coochie and turned that baby around so I could push that baby out. And boom, there goes Zamar coming out with his long head at 3:18 a.m. on March 20, 2008. I was happy. I was excited. I didn't know what to do because this was my first time to be a mama to somebody. But I was good.
Okay. What was your reaction after having the twins?
After having them, so after I had them, they stayed in the hospital for like 2 weeks because they were premature. So they need to continue, they needed help growing their organs and everything like that. So I was coming out to the hospital every day for 2 weeks. So that last day, I finally took them home. And when I walked in my house and set them 2 car seats on the floor, that's when I realized, like, damn, I'm really a mama right now. Like, looking at all these Pampers and these baby clothes, and I just was like, Lord Jesus, I'm really a mama. So, you know, after getting them situated inside the house, like, I cried. I think I cried because, you know, it's just a good feeling when you bring somebody in this world and you have to help them grow and you have to teach them things, you know, and in order for them to grasp life the way you want them to. So, I mean, it happens to the best of us, right?
Okay. How was your life with the twins, like, as y'all growing up from when they was babies?
Growing up, so the whole time they was small, like toddlers, it was great because their daddy was there, so I wasn't really doing nothing by myself. I always had help. Like, we didn't break up until they was about four years old. So up until they was 4, it was great. Even after we broke up, everything was good because when I left his ass, that's because he had another baby on me and I choose to kick him out of my shit. Everything was good. My kids was big enough to know better. They was feeding themselves. You know, even though they was premature, they learned real fast because I don't baby kids. All that crying, I leave ass sitting right there. So my kids learned real quick and they could fend for themselves. So growing up with them, even to now, like, it's aggravating as shit, but I enjoy it, you know. I got to slap them upside the head a couple of times, but I love it. They play football. They love sports. So I mean, I love it.
Do you regret having them?
Do I regret having them? Of course not. They are the reason why I'm still here. I don't regret having them. I would not change my decision about having them. I love them with all my heart. I feel like they're the reason why I'm living. They're the reason why I push hard every day, because I feel like if it wasn't for them, honestly, I'd probably be on drugs or dead. So I do not regret. When it comes to my kids, I don't regret anything, nothing. I'm so glad that God chose for me to be their mom, because it is the best feeling in the world. I don't regret it because, again, if it weren't for them, I wouldn't be here today.
Would you go and change anything if it was possible?
That's a good question. If I could change anything, I would just change who the hell they daddy is. Because you talking about immature, and just dumb. I would change that. If I could change who my kid's daddy is, I would. But unfortunately, I choose the motherfucker, so I gotta deal with it, right? They 11, I only got 7 more years of dealing with them. And after these 7 years, I'm gonna be jumping for joy because I ain't gotta deal with his ass no more.
Why you say that?
Cause he's aggravating. He don't understand what it is to be a parent. Let me tell you. So instead of me putting him on child support because I don't care about the money, I said, okay, I'm gonna do this. Fuck the money. You get them every other week. One weekend is your weekend, one weekend is my weekend. Keep in mind, Monday through Friday, no matter what week it is, they're with me. So all I'm asking you to do is get them Friday through Sunday every other weekend. Not even every weekend, every other weekend. So one day recently, it was his weekend. Do you know, he had the nerve to tell his mama to call me to tell me don't send the boys to his house because he ain't got no food. I'm trying to figure out how that is, because as a parent, I know that you make a way out of no way. There's plenty of times where I ain't got no damn food, but guess what? They still eat. So my thing is this, like, I just signed up for child support for Broward County because I ain't got time. Fuck the every other weekend, fuck all that. Nah, since you can't even handle the little shit, the every other weekend, nah, I'm finna go to court and put you on some papers to give me some money because you ain't even doing shit. You can't even get them on a weekend, so fuck it.
Have the twins influenced your comedy career?
Ooh, let me tell y'all, kids are funny. Kids are funny. I do stand-up comedy. I do it at Ginger Bay Cafe over in Hollywood. And I promise you my whole set be about my kids because they funny as hell. Like, they do stupid shit. So, like, let me tell y'all one time, right? So my son, this is the one who was born at 3:18 a.m. So he's the smallest out of the two. So he came to me one day. No, we were sitting, as a matter of fact, we were sitting in the doc's office. And he said, Mommy. I said, what? He said, can I eat coochie? Mind you, this kid is 11 years old. So I said, what? He said, can I eat coochie? I said, son, why do you want to eat coochie? Why you want no oatmeal or no apples and shit? Why you want coochie? Out of all the shit in the world, you want coochie. So he was like, I don't know, then I thought guys eat coochie. Bruh, first of all, you 11 years old. Do you even know how coochie look? He said, yeah. So I'm like, how? He told me his girl, which is this white girl, sent him a picture of her coochie. I said, son, let me tell you, you're black. If that girl parents go through her phone and see that she sent you a coochie, you gonna go to jail. And it ain't even your fault. You know why? Because you black. You can't do that, son. Right now, you don't need to be trying to eat no coochie, no ass, no none of that. You don't supposed to be sucking on no titties, no none of that right now. Get your education first and then worry about the coochie last. The coochie gonna always be there. It's gonna be some good coochie, some bad coochie, and some alright coochie. Them bad coochies, you don't know they bad. Cause what it look good on the outside don't mean it's good on the inside. So son, before you do eat coochie, make sure you go get that whole motherfucking test. Cause if you come home with some shit on your lip, you ain't drinking out of my goddamn cups. Or eating off my spoons and forks.
So that's
you're gonna have to write your name on your silverware.
So that's how they influenced your career?
Oh, nah, let me go back to that. So, nah, but for real though, they influenced it because they are funny. So all my jokes really be about them because they are hilarious kids, you know? Kids are funny. Like, these kids today, they are funny. I think it's the WIC milk. I think it's that government cheese, but they are hilarious. So they influenced my comedy career because I don't have to write nothing down when it comes to talking about them. Like, it's so natural, it's so real, it just comes from the heart. Everything I say on stage is be about them and it comes from the heart. So they influence my career because I keep it steady, they keep me going, and I ain't got shit to lose.
As far as the twins' career in the future, what would you want them to be?
You know what? You know what I tell my kids? I tell my kids straight up. I don't give a fuck what you is. Long as you the best at what you want to do. The other day we were riding home. Zamar said, Mommy. I said, what? He said, you gonna be mad when I tell you this. I said, why would I be mad? Tell me. He said, because it's what I want to be when I grow up. So I'm like, what I'm gonna be mad for? What you want to be? He said, I want to be a mechanic. Baby, I ain't mad. Cause my little pup outside need work right now. I don't care about you want to be a mechanic. Mechanics makes money. If you want to be a mechanic, you be the best mechanic out there. You go get your own shop. You get your little workers to work in your shop, and you get the best workers, and you be the best mechanic, man. You know cars break down every day. Everybody need an oil change. Everybody needs something done to their car. Bruh, if you could be the best thing, if you know how to do everything on the car, you be a mechanic, and you be the best darn mechanic out there, man. I don't care. I just want you to be the best. I don't know what your brother want to do, but he got to find something to do. But whatever y'all choose, man, y'all just be the best at everything. That's all I ask. So, like the one who want to be a mechanic, he walking over here now. Come here, son. Bring your ass here.
I don't want to be no mechanic.
Now he don't want to be a mechanic. So what you want to do?
I don't know. I'm still a kid.
See, this is the type of shit that I'm talking about. So what made you change your mind between a couple of weeks ago when you said you want to be a mechanic?
Because I've been playing those car games on the Xbox.
Okay, so what made you change your mind? Put your face in the camera. They don't want to see your nipples.
Well, I
Don't shake the table, bro.
I want to be a mechanic. Okay.
And what you want to be when you grow up?
I don't know. We still a kid.
Okay, but sometimes kids have an idea. They say some shit.
No, I want to be a correction officer.
He don't know what he want to do. He just don't know what he want to do.
He want to be a crossing guard.
You want to be a crossing guard? Well, you better hold that stop sign. You be the best crossing guard. You tell them kids stop.
With that whistle.
Don't go right now. With that whistle, boy, you better blow that whistle, boy. He gonna be the best crossing guard, I'm telling you.
Crossing guard.
He gonna be driving one of those Chevrolet trucks. Not a rim. Without no bumper neither. He ain't gonna have no engine, it's only gonna be motor.
Hey, this man funny. See, I'm telling y'all, didn't I tell y'all having kids is fun? These kids retarded, bro. For real.
Marisha lie like that.
Video over.
Y'all stopping it? All right, so that's my life. This the one that was born at 3:14, and he was born at 3:18. His name is Zamaj. His name is Zamar. Don't ask me where the names came from. I don't know to this day. I'm still trying to figure out where the names came from. But these are my only 2 kids right here. I don't regret them. I would change nothing. If I could change one thing though, it would be these nipples he got. They look like mine. It's all right, baby. You got big nipples. Them shit look like raisins. Look. But don't worry about that. He's still fine.
He look like oatmeal.
He'll look good when he put a shirt on. But this is my life, man. This is what I do every day. Now y'all need to go get ready for school tomorrow.
We got a field trip tomorrow. We gonna be out for the whole day.
I don't care.
But we always go to sleep by like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, now you tell me, because now I'm finna beat your ass.
I'm probably getting to sleep at 9 o'clock.
So, that's my life, guys. Oh, this right here. This right here. This called the ass whooping stick. Matter of fact, I'm finna tell you where you can get it from. Home Depot. Anyone, they free. You go up to the paint desk and you ask them, yes, can I get that stick over there you used to mix paint? And you take it home and you beat their ass with it. Because this is what I use when they try me, when they acting up in school. I get this shit and I knock that, show. Don't show nice, I can go to jail for that. Don't worry about that. But this right here is what I use. I bet you after one good ass whooping with this, them kids will not try you. Home Depot, man, you can't, come on, anything that's free, you know it's worth it, baby. Beat their ass. And I guarantee you, they won't try your ass no more. You got anything else you want to ask me, ma'am?
No, you can just tell a brief summary of everything.
Okay, so during this interview for Normisha, this was really great. You know, she came to me and she asked me, can she do this interview on me because she thought my life was funny and interesting. So I don't have no problem with that. So I really enjoyed myself from the beginning and all the way to the end. All the questions being asked, you know, I really see that, you know, Normisha is growing up to be something special. And I admire her because, you know, she pushed for her goals. She loved basketball. I used to play sports when I was younger. So
Still to beat you.
she like I got on the dress like Nakamura when I come through, boy. She thinks she could beat me just because I might be a little rough around the edge, but don't let me go put on my basketball shorts, boy. Take that ball from behind like that, boy. But overall, this interview was pretty quite cool. To the teacher who assigned this, it's really cool. I wish we did something like this in school because my thing would have been lit. I would have found somebody retarded just like me. This is cool though. Kudos to you, teacher. You rock. You rock, bro.
Okay, bye.